Andy, and I'm Flo. Welcome to Hack and Slash, a D&D 2E podcast,
where we talk about Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition, our favorite version of D&D.
It appears kind of in the 90s, and we still play and still love it. We don't know why, but it's the best one.
Yeah, we're very nostalgic for this era, so we talk about all things related to it. We hope you enjoy.
Yeah, much fun.
Proud and so glorious, standing before of us, our swords will shine bright in the sky. When united we come to the land of the sun, with the heart of a dragon, the heart of a dragon, the heart of a dragon we ride.
Uh-huh.
Hey! Welcome to Hack and Slash, a D&D 2E podcast.
Episode 14.
Yeah, episode 14. It's about Dungeons and Dragons. Every episode we start with a quote from something, usually a rock and roll song. Did you know? And we see if the other person knew it. It's a surprise. Did you know it? Did you know what I just said? Where's that from?
It's always like a mystery to me, you know. Like sometimes it's so often that I thought, yeah, I know it, and it feels like familiar, but I don't know.
It's from Dragon Force. Oh, you don't know Dragon Force. Okay.
Is it a band?
Dragon Force is a band.
Uh-huh.
But the thing about Dragon Force, because today's episode, by the way, folks, is about dragons.
Because we play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
and we start with dragons. Dungeons will follow whenever.
We'll have a Dungeons episode later, but
yeah,
now
it's dragons.
Well, we had the sex episode last time, so that was kind of dungeony.
I went down the dungeon.
Yeah,
from her. Oh gosh. Let's talk about
we
dragons.
Had too many bad sex jokes last time.
Let's talk about dragon. Whatever.
We
dragons.
I got with the big fucking dragon balls, dude. You're dragging this on too long.
My dragon is completely red.
So well, the thing is, you don't know Dragon Force?
No,
dude. So Dragon Force is so. We have a different topic each week. This time we're doing dragons. We like to have our quote from the beginning be kind of topical. And I always try and choose lyrics from a 90s or 80s rock and roll song. But this time I was like, dude, what's a cool dragons song and music? And I was like, the only thing I'd think of really that just kept coming into my head was this song by Dragon Force, which technically is from 2003. It's not from the 90s.
Cheater. No, it's not.
What else are you gonna do? There's not a lot of punk rock songs about dragons. There should be more. There should be more punk rock songs about dragons.
Yeah, I thought you got metaphoric, maybe. You know, like going metaphoric and thinking about like he talks about monsters or whatever. But it's nice that you took.
Yeah, I mean,
it's talking really about dragons. And 2003, we still played D&D Second E, so fuck it. And I always go with whatever, you know, like whatever fits, whatever we talk to, whatever we like and listen to. So why
you get
not?
A little bit out of the, but I like to put a lot of restrictions on myself. I'm a naughty boy, and I deserve to only have quotes from the 80s and 90s.
Oh, first burp already. That was a dragon one. That was like a dragon breath.
It sure is, dude.
Yeah.
Did you also have some garlic?
Did I? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, a little bit was there inside.
But
maybe.
Dragon Force is they're like a rock band that I think I'm pretty sure they're still playing, but they kind of came out in the early 2000s, and then. They were like really themed around dragons and fantasy, like that whole. They really brought the heavy metal and a dragon thing together in a really explicit and over the top. So intentionally, they're kind of comical.
It's heavy metal, or?
Yeah, but they're really cheesy and over the top and like arrogant and like an intentional way.
Okay.
Sort of like a precursor to Steel Panther, kind of in a way when you think about it. But they also it's cool you don't know them. Because I did learn a fact that made me not like them as much as I used to. I watched a documentary about Lemmy from Motorhead. Yeah. And apparently they were like talking shit about Motorhead.
Fuck you. I don't like them.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. You don't have to listen to them now that you know that.
I want to listen to this song for sure because I always do and I don't know the song or the band at all.
The heart of a dragon.
Okay, that sounds a little bit like Iron Maiden and I love that, you know? Yeah, is it more like this glam rock?
It is, yeah.
It's
from the 2000s, but it's intentionally in the style of the '80s kind of
I
like
see.
Steel Panther. You know?
Nice.
Yeah.
Steel Panther. Now I
No,
understand what
they're like Steel Panther.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. But
Do you
I
like
did
Steel
not-
Panther?
I don't know really.
Oh
I
man,
know- I know the
You either
name.
like them or you hate them.
I don't know. So I have to listen to them again. I don't know any. I don't have any song in my head right now. I know the name, and I think I listen to them for sure. I don't know if I like them or not.
Well, Dragon Force is like really intentionally over the top cheese with
it's like
the medieval fantasy.
Man of War kind of.
But Steel Panther is intentionally like misogynistic.
Mm-hmm.
That's their whole thing. They're like, but they're really lampooning the misogyny of the genre from the 20th century.
Oh, okay, I see.
But in a really over the top way,
Okay.
dude. But they're fucking hilarious.
Okay, like Man of War.
I don't know Manowar though.
Man of War is also like a really not you cannot take them like for serious. You know, like they are just like. They're a fun heavy metal band, and they sing about like I'm a real man. I'm riding a horse and riding into war. You know, like
Okay, that sounds pretty rad.
So
I'm into that.
with a sword and blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
like into the fire. So it's Man of War.
Yeah, all those metal bands, all those.
Yeah.
I love those. That's one thing I
It's
love.
ironic, you know, like this ironic style, but in a cool, really good way. Like,
And they're from the 21st century.
yeah.
See, that's like
So it's like 2000, maybe 90s.
Yeah, 2000s.
I'm not so a metalhead. I love
Me
metal.
either. Yeah,
So,
me-
but I'm not so into when came the band out and blah blah blah. Maybe Man was also even 80s. Maybe they
Really?
were super
Okay.
old. I'm not sure.
Well, I was
Sorry,
thinking-
guys. You know better.
Tell us in the fucking
comments.
comments.
Like and subscribe.
Suck
So
my
that's it.
dick.
Goodbye. I know it.
No, wait. Sorry.
Yeah,
Just like and subscribe. Forget what I
So,
said.
but we talk about dragons today.
Yeah.
So-
And that's, I think, on topic, like metal, you know, with Dungeons and Dragons, like heavy metal is kind of the unofficial genre
I have to
of.
get naked because we talk about metal and it makes me
Okay.
hot.
Okay.
It makes me sweaty. Now it's July and it's
I'll
really hot here.
that's fine with me. I
Okay, cool.
have no problems with it.
Yeah, that's the first thing, you know.
No, I did one.
fuck.
Usually you're the burper.
Whoa.
I chugged like a yerba mate before we got started.
nice dragon coming out of your mouth.
On this we do we start the episode sober and we drink as we go on, and sometimes we get tipsy and other times we get shit faced. We'll see what happens today.
We'll
Prost.
see. Prost. Nice. Today is also like just one camera. We still figured out how it will work. The day before we used 3, then the day before that we used 2. Now we use just 1, just to make sure Michael has nothing to do.
We are our tech guy.
He loves the tech
He
shit.
loves the tech. We don't.
Yeah, but Michael, we love you.
We love Michael though.
Yeah, but sorry, we are idiots. We are morons. One
We are
camera is enough,
dumb.
You know, today was a really nice, fast setup. And
It was so great. I really enjoyed the setup. Our mood is so much better for this podcast when we don't have to deal with a bunch of tech bullshit.
And guys, here's a nice diorama full with dragon stuff and other stuff I talk about later.
Yeah, man. Because I mean, it was hard for me to think about what do you talk about when you talk about dragons and Dungeons and Dragons, but it is like the icon of the game.
Totally. And we have also to mention what kind of dragons we talk. I think when you watched the last episode, we mentioned that we're going to talk about dragons and we let you know what kind of dragons, because we will not talk about all of the dragons in D&D.
That would
because
be
there are
insane.
that would be crazy.
That would only really stupid
Maybe
people
that would
do
take
that.
like, I don't know, it's too long, you know. So we decide we're
We'd be
gonna
dragging on
start
forever.
with the iconic ones, you know, like the chromatic.
The chromatic dragon.
Chromatic dragons, the color.
Well, let me ask you. I wanted to ask you. Yeah.
The color dragons we talk about, like, you know, like the brown one, the
Wait, before we the brown dragon. I think there's
the
I gotta
purple
go
one, the
drop brown dragon.
Actually, we're gonna talk about the brown dragon for sure.
oh, no.
For sure. No, not this brown dragon, but we talk
Not
about
my
the brown
okay.
dragon because
not the
I was.
problem I had with
I
a
was
couple
really,
months
like,
ago with
serious.
the bowels when I got sick.
Do you have to go break now? Diarrhea, shit in my mouth, shit in. Do you know
Is that a
song?
Manowar song?
That's a nice meme from the Berlin subway from these 2 comedians.
Oh, from Two Jews.
2 Jews.
Yeah, I fucking love Two Jews.
I just
Oh,
saw it
man.
yesterday again, you know,
Yeah,
on Instagram. So good. Shit in my mouth.
Yeah. Those guys, they just come up and they like play songs about people in public.
It's so good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. They talk about brown dragons. So, I was thinking about.
But I want to start out with a question for you because before we get into it, just in case you answer the question before I ask, I want to jump on this.
Oh yeah. Don't ask me what is my favorite.
I am going to, but how'd you know?
Instead of the red one.
You said you're dumb, but you're rather sharp. No, that is it. So on previous episode,
Second one.
we have said our second episode we did our top 10 favorite monsters. So check that out because actually it's one of my favorite ones we've done.
Yeah,
and
it's still one of my favorites too.
Yeah, it was super fun, and we both had the red dragon on our list.
Yeah, you had
number 4,
and me too. And
yeah,
that's
that was
why
right.
I got spiked out so much. You know, like this.
You spiked out our audio. You were so excited. I just saw the
bingo,
jizz.
bingo, 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 bingo.
Saw the jizz on the floor. It was gross.
So white dragon came out.
Yeah, the white dragon.
Oh my god, we are fucking 90s kids. Sorry, but no, sorry. Morons. And brothers from other mothers. Cheers.
But yeah, so we both agree that, in our personal opinion, that the red dragon is our number 4 favorite Dungeons and Dragons monster.
Without knowing that the other.
Without knowing.
Also, yeah.
Just because we're
you
both.
You can listen to that.
We're both like on the same wavelength there. But that's why I was like, okay, well, then let's take the red dragon out of the equation, and then after the red dragon, what is your favorite dragon of Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, and I really thought about that because I knew it. That
You knew I'd ask you.
I knew it. Yeah. And even if you wouldn't ask me that, I would ask you that. You know, so I knew it. So I knew this question would become in this podcast. So now I was a little bit struggling between 2. Could you imagine which ones?
Your favorite
Second one?
Let's see. Your favorite dragon, would it be the black dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm struggling between the green and the black.
Okay, because the black one is like lives in the swamps. I know you love the swamp stuff.
Yes.
And also he spits the acid.
Yes, and I love that. Yeah, and I love that. But then I also today I went through the Monsters Handbook, or like this German mystische Kreaturen. And I read about the blue one again, and I love the color blue.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the color green more, but I love the color blue also. And this desert
There's
thing,
a desert dragon,
the
right?
desert dragon, and with the lightning, I also love that. Mm-hmm. But I was like, okay, now it's not blue, it's maybe green or black, but I stay by the black because also the white one is the smallest one. From the color dragon, you know, and the black one comes after him. So the black one is also kind of small compared to like the red one, the green ones, blue one. So and I was like, cool.
Yeah, but with dragons, it's not the size that counts. That's what I've heard.
That's what she said.
Why do you have to say that? We don't want to be just like Wayne's World. We're just kind of imitating the style. You don't want to copy it completely.
It's the only quote from American culture I know, you know.
Swing.
No, it's not true. Wayne's World, party time, excellent. Okay.
Wayne's World, party time,
and there was so much
excellent.
Whatever.
Hack and slash, D&D, 2E podcast.
Also 90s. Yeah, but it's a black one. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm pretty sure yours is the green one, right?
No.
Oh, I thought so because of your green dragon shirt.
Oh, yeah. Well, so about the shirt, I'm wearing my Green Dragon Brewery, and the thing is, so the Green Dragon is the name of the tavern in The Hobbit.
Right. I forgot about. Yeah, right.
Zum grünen Drachen.
Yeah, zum grünen Drachen. Richtig.
Auf Deutsch.
Richtig.
And I always loved that. I think it's cool. But the thing is, with this shirt, this was actually many, many years ago when I first moved to Portland, Oregon. It was around my birthday. It was on my birthday. And I was just kind of exploring Portland. And I went to there was a place called the Green Dragon.
Nice.
And there's the Green Dragon Bistro Brewery. And they said, look, it's your birthday, so you get a free T-shirt.
Oh, nice.
And I got this T-shirt. And I'm like, dude, I always loved The Hobbit. I'm a huge fan of The Hobbit.
Which birthday was
named
that?
after that. Oh, dude, it was so many years ago, I don't even remember.
It looks good.
I don't wear it very much, and I have loads of fucking T-shirts from I collect them kind of throughout my life.
Same,
I do wear this every once in a while. I don't stash this one away, but I don't wear it very often. And
I also looked into my t-shirt collection. I have also plenty of t-shirts, but I have no t-shirts with dragons on it, and that's why I
you have the
D&D t-shirt from you. What you gave me.
A free tee, for your birthday. So hey, we're both wearing t-shirts we got for my birthday, dude.
Oh right,
Kind of cool.
Oh god, we are so morons.
We're dumb as fucking morons.
But also this devil thing. I come later to that story. You know, like because devil and dragon has something in common. You know, like it's interesting.
Yeah, they're both sexy as fuck.
Yes, and rad.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them. Not all of them. I mean, devils are rad, but not all dragons are. But the coolest dragon is rad.
Yeah.
Rad. Like krass.
But, well, it's funny because, the green dragon, I could see where you'd think that. My favorite color is green. I love green. I love nature and stuff.
Same. I don't know why my color... Why is everything the same with you?
Well, that's why, dude, it's not about the color for me. What I like is the gold dragon.
Now, but we're talking not about the metal dragons. I think...
Oh, I just meant, like, all the dragons.
So...
Yeah.
Oh.
Because
I just thought we talk about like just the colored one.
Just the color,
today.
no. What?
Yeah, that's what we talk about today. Just the colored one.
Oh, okay.
That was the topic idea. You forgot.
I was just like, I just do all the dragons.
Oh no!
Man.
I saw.
Are we gonna do like the other ones some other time?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ!
That's what's also the intro of the top of the podcast. Oh God, you are so more man. You are just so.
We're just doing the color dragons.
You also sending me like just you gave me the short one, the colored dragons as a the dragons of color, the dog.
The DOC.
The DOCs. You sent that to me. You know, like we just do the DOCs.
Oh, okay.
Like last month. I mean, we can talk about all of them, but I'm just prepared for the color ones, and that's why I just put up the color ones here.
Oh, yeah. Well,
you destroy the podcast.
All I have is that's all I have to say about any of the other ones. So I don't know.
Okay.
That is my second favorite though. Is the gold one.
The gold one. Wow,
yeah,
nice. Okay.
Because it's like a good So the color dragons are all evil. This is I don't know how it was in 5th edition, as we often say at this podcast. That should be our motto. I don't know how it is in 5th edition, you kids.
I know a little bit because on the way to here to the rehearsal space, I read about like the history of dragons in D&D a little bit, and it's like these colored ones are evil till
3rd or 4th edition?
A third 0.5.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Because the 4th edition is not there, so a third 0.5 edition, then comes 5.
Now they don't have alignments and they're all licking each other's buttholes. What's going on?
Maybe. Who knows?
It's fucking 5th edition bullshit.
5th edition is.
Everyone's happy, la
Okay,
la.
so your second one is it's golden one.
Yeah, but the colored ones are evil, and then like the metallic ones are all good.
Yeah.
And I kind of like the idea of the shining golden dragon as this counterpart to like when you think of evil dragons, you know, where there's good, there's evil. And I like the idea that like the good characters can have a very powerful ally, and that it's like there's been dragon battles, like in Dragonlance there was a dragon battle, you know, and I love that idea.
Totally.
And so I love that the red dragon is sort of the most archetypal and iconic evil one. And then like imagine fucking red versus gold dragon. Now that's some badass shit, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But when we go over all of the dragons, then I have to change my second favorite one. Because then my second favorite one is the copper one.
Oh, okay.
Because the copper one, I don't know. I just love the picture of it in the book.
Yeah. It looks like a Dimetrodon, I think.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's got the way the wing is drawn.
I know.
Oh, no, maybe I'm thinking of the brass dragon.
Yeah, I think you think about the brass dragon. I think the copper one is this one.
No, that's kind of Dimetrodon looking, dude.
No, that's
look at this fucking thing. Oh no, this one, that's
a Dimetrodon. That's the messing farben. I don't know. Messing is this red metallic brass. It's brass. And that's copper. And I really love him. He looks like from Dragonheart.
Yeah, he does.
So, and that was when I was
Sean
Connery, fucking
Dragonheart,
white old man. Bless you. A little dragon came out there, a little pseudo dragon.
Oh, that was a little fucking.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about all of the dragons today. By the way, folks.
If I had to modify my answer to just cover colored dragons, I would say the black dragon, dude.
Also,
yeah, because I just think. Like
we are fucking
also
boring.
it's the swamp and the darkness and the acid spit. It's like it's in a way. I think that the fearsomeness of the black dragon is a real rival to the fearsomeness of the red dragon. Yeah. The red dragon is iconic. Everybody's afraid of the color red, and we've talked about that as the archetype color of fear and hunger and high emotions. But black is also this color of like evil and stuff. So I just like this. The idea is like this fucking really evil dragon lives in the swamp and then he's got the acid.
You know, like really, really horrible. You know, like what the fuck? So,
and there's in the movie and stuff.
Yeah. And about the red dragon and the color red, I read a really interesting article. It's like. This idea of dragons is like really, really old in human history. You know,
yeah.
Like, I read about like over 3,000 years ago, people talked about dragons. You know, like
probably like early on in the evolution of people,
because it maybe starts with like they finding a big bones from dinosaurs or whatever. It's not really. No one knows really why people thought about dragons. Maybe it's just like an idea in the head of humans, or maybe they found big bones from dinosaurs and thought like, what the fuck is that? Maybe they have wings. Blah blah. So, or like they saw like crocodiles or Komodo varane, these big lizards.
Komodo dragons, yeah.
Komodo dragons.
What did you call it? Was it in German? It's a
Komodo varan. Varan. It's a
Komodo varan.
Varan. Komodo varan. Varan. It's like this. It's this race of lizards. It's a varan. Okay. So in Komodo varan, it's a big one. You know.
Yeah. No, Komodo dragons are like one of the most badass animals on planet Earth, dude. And they have like paralyzing spit. You know.
Yeah. Totally.
Like they're like real fucking dragons. It's crazy.
Do you know this crazy story about a human idiot who had a Komodo varan, Komodo dragon as a pet, and then he get bitten by this Komodo pet. Of course, he get bitten.
Yeah, of course. Dude.
And then he went to
They're
sleep.
not your friend.
And he went to sleep normally, and he never woke up again because he was paralyzed.
Yeah.
And then somebody missed this guy, and he was at home, and then they found his corpse half eaten by the Komodo dragon. You know, who has a Komodo dragon? You know, like
it's a fucking dragon, man.
Fuck off, you know, like idiot, really idiot. You know, like and he's like
fucking Darwin Awards all around for the Komodo dragon pet owners.
Yeah. But about the red dragon, it's really interesting what I write about, like the Christians. You know,
the Christians.
You know, I don't know why I make that. Like, whatever.
People who believe in Jesus Christ. That is his real name.
Christmas, 21st December, whatever. So
those sons of bitches.
When there was this believing of like some person has the devil inside of you, and then there's an exorcism.
Yeah,
you know there were pictures out there of like after the exorcism is done, that the devil went out of your body, and it looks like a red dragon.
Oh, cool! All right.
So
now we know.
No, me no. Maybe. Is that?
Sure, that was very scientifically.
Yeah, that's one, and that's why I put this devil with me today. You know,
nice.
like so. Yeah.
Oh, that looks like the devil from the movie Legend, my dude.
True, but that's a Todd McFarlane toy I got from one guy from Instagram.
Oh, right on.
So,
cool, man.
Yeah, that's nice. So here's a little minion to another Todd McFarlane toy I don't have.
Super rad.
Yeah, and I also bought some dinosaurs.
Ankylosaurus is rad.
And I've also Triceratops there, and I bought Godzilla because Godzilla is Godzilla. You know, Godzilla is also kind of a dragon without wings, but he has like an Odin breast also.
Like, I mean, he's a dragon, like, you know.
Kind of, yeah.
Godzilla counts the dragon. What do you think?
Yeah. He has no
Tell
wings.
us in the fucking comments.
Woo!
Or just message me directly and say Jake.
Your Godzilla is a dragon, but Godzilla is no dragon.
Yeah, no. please click on this link and give me your credit card number. I'll be like, well, you mentioned Godzilla, I'll do it.
So, and as I talk about like the figures here, I just finished up here. That's from Ultima Online, the game. And I never played Ultima Online, but that's my oldest action figure I have, I think. I think I have this thing like since I'm 18, 19 or something. I went with my father once in a month to the bigger city where I lived next to, and he bought me like an action figure, and I want that one. It's also from Todd McFarlane.
Nice, dude.
Then we have like
Todd McFarlane Dragon. That's pretty badass.
Yeah, from Ultima Online's game. I never played Ultima Online. That's King Ghidorah, but we use him as a dragon from Dragon Baby from Red Dragon.
Yeah.
As a Wicketeer. And that's my first painted red dragon.
First painted red dragon. Nice,
And
dude.
and I have a little gift for you.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I gotta tell you, I don't know how much space I have in my apartment for all the gifts you give me.
It's small. You also get the red dragon to paint by yourself. Woo!
Dude, you know I have like 1 million unpainted figures.
Yeah, and now you have 1,000,001.
All right. I'll take it.
But it's a red little dragon, you know, like a nestling. Yeah, nice.
That's cool as shit.
It's the same what I have here, you know, like
Yeah.
I painted it already. Oh, I spiked out in red.
That'll happen from time to time.
So yeah, so you can paint him anywhere when
Maybe
you
I'll
ever
paint it with a
want.
black dragon.
Oh yeah,
We have
but,
a hatchling on hatchling.
yeah, but that stands red dragon. You can paint it in black.
Dude, I am like very anti-authoritarian.
You are really anarchist, as we figured out in the last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, the kind of people who would paint a red dragon black that's the kind of thinking that brought down the Berlin Wall, homie. So let's not, discredit that from history as a great way of thinking. Fight the power.
Okay, I agree. Okay.
So, dude, it's funny though because you mentioned how people have been afraid of dragons, and it's always in the mythology, like throughout history. And I want to talk a little bit about the history of the real world mythology of dragons too, and why that made its way into this archetypal medieval fantasy game.
Okay.
But first, I was thinking about like this book I read a long ass time ago. I forgot the details of it really, but it's called The Dragons of Eden by Carl Sagan.
Mm-hmm.
Really good about like the evolution of human intelligence. Mm-hmm. But the name of it comes from the idea that like talks about how people have always been like afraid of reptiles.
Yeah.
Like probably from a really early point in the development of the
Snakes
species.
and all that shit, right?
Yeah, like when you're in the like in the forest or in the jungle, and you're like seeing all this, you look over and you see those eyes, those fucking eyes of a snake or something. You're just like, oh, what the fuck? And then that like spurred people to try and communicate with each other, and that like helped
The old word
intelligence
dragon,
develop. You know,
this Draco or something like means also like staring eyes.
Okay, really?
And that comes from the lizards, or from the snakes, because snakes always they don't have these.
They have an eyelid, yeah.
They have an eyelid. It's interesting, but it's you can look through it. It's
like a transparent.
It's transparent.
Yeah.
So it's a transparent scale. Mm-hmm. So it's always closed. That's super interesting. That I read today, And so they have this staring eye, and Draco or something is like a Greece word or so, I think.
Constellation, I think, too.
And I'm not sure. So, and that means like the staring eye or something like something like that, Like, so like these always eye, the eye that always watched you, Like, so it's really creepy, as you said, like in the jungle, and people are getting afraid of, like, and then it's this. The snake or even a lizard, like really moving really fast in the bushes, and you hear just this in the bushes. You don't know what's going on. So so often they are poisonous.
Yeah.
So really, really deadly creatures also.
Yeah. So you have to communicate. You have to the development of language and intelligence and like banding together as a tribe to fight the forces of chaos and stuff. That's like that's why the dragon is a symbol, like also in our heads, like as of chaos. And there's like this motif, in a lot of art and mythology of like the shining knight fighting the dragon. Yeah. That's like the symbol of order and civilization
Siegfried? No, what's his name?
Roland, I think the Dragon Slayer.
Beowulf, the Dragon Slayer. There are so many Dragon Slayers.
That's why in our D&D game that we did, I made some pre-made characters for a newbie session, and I named it. Awesome. It was really fun.
Last Saturday, right?
But I named the Dragon Slayer Roland after Roland.
Ah, okay, I see.
I looked up historical Dragon Slayers, and I was
my uncle's name is Roland, by the way.
Oh, he's also named after Dragon Slayer.
Yeah. Lovely greets.
Did he ever slay some dragons, or is that just a clever? No.
Okay. Yeah, for sure he did. Yeah, for sure. Some lizards here and there.
Oh, yeah. He used to crush there. He's like, I'm Roland.
I'm Roland.
Squish, squish, squish. I'm Roland.
By the way, I have this nice picture of a lizard. And that's a real dragon, guys. That's a real fucking dragon. Now, it's also just made up. These wings are not real, but that's some lizard.
bravely sang Sir Roland.
Yeah, but actually there were these lizards with like kind of wings. These lizards who are jumping from
gliding lizards.
Yeah, these gliding lizards, and also in the mythology, it's like maybe that's why humans came up with the idea of dragons. You know, they saw these flying lizards. You know, so like, oh, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah,
so,
and I like when people are exploring. Like you go to other places, you see new reptiles. I mean, imagine the first people going to see Komodo, like, well, the first fucking non-native people to go see Komodo dragons or whatever. There's probably, I'm guessing, I don't know, but maybe Komodo dragons evolved before humans even got to their space. So maybe imagine be the first person, it's uninhabited land, and you're like just a guy wandering on the human migration pathway, and you're like, oh, what the fuck is this? You're like, it's a fucking, it is a dragon.
Yeah,
like,
or even an alligator or a crocodile.
Alligators,
you know,
and shit.
You know, what the fuck? Or like even the bigger, smaller lizards, these they're really looking like dragons, and they're also called dragons kind of in German, I forgot. Damn it, my dad was like an animal caretaker, and he had all these crazy lizards in his shop when he was younger. Don't know, but they are looking really like little dragons. So it's so cool. Just put wings on them.
Bearded dragons.
Yeah, bearded dragons. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah.
Oh, bearded dragons are cool
so
looking.
beautiful.
Cool looking lizards.
Yeah, and super smart, and attention for their tails. You know, like they will. As like a peitsche. What's peitsche again? Like a
whip.
Like a whip.
Or
they use it like a whip. Yeah,
cattails.
Yeah. So
Peitsche is like a spanking whip.
Spanking whip. Oh.
My uncle was also a herpetologist, or he still is. I think he's still alive. I don't know. No, he is. He's a herpetologist, which is not a person who studies herpes, even though that's what it sounds like.
What is a herpetologist?
It's a fucking guy who studies reptiles, a person who studies reptiles.
Ah, okay, interesting.
So he was really into reptiles. He had geckos.
Yeah.
And
they're so fucking loud.
You pull the fucking their tail comes off. And then
for sure. And
it grows back.
Grows back. You know. Yeah. Regeneration. Word.
But he was he was a crazy guy, man. I used to go to this computer school, which is like a nerd school, and clearly did nothing for me given all of our technical difficulties that we have constantly with this podcast. But like in the front office, there was a scorpion in a cage in a little aquarium. Yeah. And my fucking uncle, legend, he came in, he just and he goes and he's like, oh, I know how to handle scorpions, and he went and he picked up the scorpion, and the dude the instructors at the school were like, sir, please, what are you doing? Like, please do not touch the scorpion. They're like, what is Jake's uncle's fucking saying? He's gonna get us sued. What the fuck is going on? You know? And he's like, no, it's cool. He's like, he just let the scorpion crawl around on him. He's like, oh, it's cute scorpion. He puts it back in there. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
some of these guys, some people can like.
Yeah, the scorpion will not sting you. You know why should?
Well, neither will the snakes. He handles snakes. Yeah. You know, they're snake handling people.
Yeah, why should they? If they are not have to be afraid.
Exactly,
you know? That's the only reason why they sting or bite you, to survive. So if you are not harming them and being nice to them.
You have to this chill vibe and not like
you have to have this chill vibe, but still they are wild animals. You never know, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
So like for example, there are some like caretaker of animals who are handling with alligators and still got bitten to death from alligators, like after all, like because
people who have Komodo dragons as pets. That's the next level. That does nothing to do.
Moralness, I just thought about.
What if you had alligator as a pet, though? You're also kind of an idiot, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Sure. I mean,
all right. Well, in that case, I think I'll get one.
all these creatures don't have as pets. I think
don't have them as pets, folks.
I mean, I had a turtle when I was
message.
younger, but that I got it as a gift from my father. So I had him, but you don't really, like I'm also like don't think. I mean, all of the pets are just a selfish thing to have because you want to touch it and want to have it and blah blah blah.
Have sex with it. Sorry. That's on. That's my own.
Break
time. But I think there's one group of people I would recommend having pet crocodiles. I think probably if you're
Nazis.
If you're thinking of electing Donald Trump this fall, maybe a crocodile is a pet for you.
Yeah,
get one.
I had a comic where some people had crocodiles and they get eaten by them. So yeah, please. buy some crocodiles and get eaten by them. So
my
Mahlzeit.
wishes.
Yeah, that's a good
my
idea.
wishes.
Also the same to all the fucking AfD guys who are getting elected to the European.
The European Parliament just had a bunch of fucking fascists. It's going full on Nazi style once again.
I hate
Nice.
it so much. And right now we have the
Not really.
soccer European.
The European Championship going on as we record this.
Who gives a fuck about that? Me not. Cheers.
Like so many people, but prost.
Yeah, don't talk about that. We talk about D&D. That's so much better and so much more fun.
It is.
For me, at
Worlds
least.
more
I mean,
fun.
you can watch soccer, whatever, but yeah.
Yeah, you can if you
UEFA
want.
UEFA
But
is
just, I don't know, but that's different. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're a sports fan, I'd say don't get a crocodile because I don't want you to die just because you like sports.
Yeah, right.
But if I'm serious, if you are gonna vote for Donald Trump or the AFD, you should get a crocodile because you should die, and I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I just think, you're a fucking idiot. Yeah.
But we had to be really explicit about that.
Yeah.
Every episode, we have to make sure
It's nice that we bring it up now because
eat
I
a dick
forgot
and die
about,
if you're fucking a fascist.
Some people don't understand that we don't want that you listen to these podcasts. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can still listen to it, but I don't want to know. You know, I mean,
I don't want them to listen.
No, I don't. I don't want to that they listen to us, but we can't. You know, we can't say we don't want it, but if they still do it, we don't know it. You know, so
Yeah,
So-
people can secretly listen to whatever they want.
yeah, that's what I mean. You know,
Just imagine there's probably like Antifa people that they're sitting there in the toilet when they're in their communal living space and like watching Jordan Peterson wanking off or something like.
Oh, no
one's hearing me.
No one's seeing that. Oh, that's so horny.
I love the way he talks about lobsters.
I actually don't know what
I don't know it either.
No, there's this guy I don't know.
Oh, Jordan Peterson. He's the we talked about him once, not on the podcast, but
Yeah.
he came to Berlin. He's like a kind of a right wing icon. He's the psychologist of the right.
I remember. Yeah.
And he came to Berlin. There was a bunch of protests,
Oh,
and
gosh.
then
Yeah.
but doesn't mean like maybe people secretly listen to stuff.
So again, fuck you AfD, fuck you Trump supporters. Goodbye. Not goodbye.
We'll say goodbye after your crocodile eats you. Buy a crocodile.
Crocodile Dundee. Back to the podcast. Back to the topic. Dragons, and I had like a sword.
Anti-fascism is part of our thing, though. We were on topic.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah. Don't get me wrong about that. It's true. Yeah, you're right. Okay, no, I don't know what we're
But what were you gonna say?
What I wanted to say is I was thinking about dragons in comics.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I don't know, it's just came to my mind, and there was like this Savage Dragon character.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, you don't know Savage Dragon? That's just a green guy.
You're like the comics guy of
with-
us two.
with like this green skin mohawk, like a lizard.
Okay.
And he's just called Savage Dragon. He's like a cop,
Good name.
but like a bad.
He's a cop.
And he's a
He's
hero.
a fucking cop.
He's a fucking cop. Yeah.
You say ACAB, but you like a fictional dragon cop? Hypocrite.
No, wait. ACAB stands for All Colors Are Beautiful.
What? I've been wrong all this time.
Gotcha. And then I thought about what other dragons are in comics, and there is this. I forgot about it.
I know one.
Yeah, this green one. This is green.
One comes to mind for me.
Okay, well, which one?
But you know, kind of the only comics that is in my heart.
X-Men. And
X-Men.
Yeah, and I think about which X-Men is a
I
dragon.
love X-Men
Yeah,
so much.
It's so good. I watched it now to the end.
Oh, you watched X-Men
Yeah.
97? You saw that?
Yeah, it's super good.
Dude, X-Men
Oh,
97.
and the cliffhanger is super cool. I'm
Yeah,
looking forward,
with the
man. It's
apocalypse,
so
man.
good. It's so cool.
I loved X-Men 97 so much, but they still didn't have one of the iconic X-Men characters who has been neglected.
Which one?
They brought in Nightcrawler, they brought in some neglected
Cyclops.
characters, but yeah, they totally neglected Cyclops. They sucked his dick with that. But no, the fucking thing is Shadowcat, Kitty Pryde.
Ah.
She's this teenage girl who can phase through walls.
But she's not a dragon.
No, but she has a pet dragon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And the dragon's name is Lockheed.
Lockheed.
And it's like her little pet dragon.
Nice.
And this was in the 80s, and at this time, it was really like a thing, like for for there to be a group of characters, and there was like a little iconic animal. The D&D cartoon had it with the unicorn.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there was like
There's this little
Ghostbusters with
pet.
Slimer.
Yeah, for sure.
Like there's always this little mascot type character.
Like Scooby-Doo with Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo with Scooby-Doo. The title character was the mascot.
Yeah.
There was Thundercats with Snarf.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
But like,
there's He-Man with Orko.
who was their iconic little? I don't know.
Orko.
But Orko is sort of
Okay.
no, he was the goofball, I guess.
Is it then Battle Cat?
Yeah, I want to say Cringer, kind of.
Yeah,
you know?
Cringer, maybe.
Yeah, Cringer.
Yeah.
But like, but the thing is, like,
I thought Orko.
I think Loki the Dragon was introduced to the X-Men comics around this time.
Yeah.
I think it was like a trend at this time in the 80s to have like a little fun thing. And it was like it was the X-Men's little mascot dragon, you know?
There's actually a real dragon comic. I forgot the name, but I'm gonna have to look it up in the break because it's like a really it's a real dragon, a green one. Looks like a little bit like an Asian dragon, like these snake dragons, you know.
Oh yeah. The Asian dragons are like really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was in the shop and bought these dinosaurs, this Ankylosaurus, and they had these Chinese golden snake dragons.
Oh, cool, dude. That's what.
From the same company, from Schleich. A really, really cool dragon. It was too expensive to buy it yesterday, but I was really like tempted to buy it.
But that's why I like the gold dragons in D&D. They really, the picture in the monster manual,
it's also like
looks
the snake
a lot like the Chinese dragons.
It's totally from the Chinese dragons.
And so I love that it's kind of from this other mythology that's not European.
Yeah, it has no wings.
Yeah. Well, I think the D&D one
normally has wings,
but it's also other than that, the look is very like Chinese dragon, you know.
And it's also funny what I read about like the Asian dragon mythology is that dragons came out of the water.
Oh, okay.
And you know this what's the name of this big creature in the water? Not Loch Ness.
I was tempted to say your mom, but I didn't.
Push her back into the ocean. Bad mom jokes.
I'm a respectful man.
Yeah, you totally. Now this Leviathan. The Leviathan, you know? Mm-hmm. And so many creatures came out of the water. Mm-hmm. And I think the Asian mythology and dragons are like connected to water, you know? Like, and dragons bring the rain. And blah, 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 you know? Like, so it's more into these elemental thing. Yeah. So it's really interesting, you know?
That makes sense because like sea serpents are also an ongoing thing in a lot of mythology. Mm-hmm. And the thing is like dragons also represent like your subconscious and like the chaotic part of your subconscious, sort of like your id, you know, those wild when you're in a car and you just want to run through the fucking traffic light even though it's crazy, you know, that kind of part of yourself.
And to the rat.
And
dragon.
But that's like running to the red dragonite. But that's like because water also is seen as that. Yeah. Like I think water and dragons are both something where it represents your subconscious part of yourself. Yeah. So it kind of makes sense that in mythology that they both share that creature shares that domain so frequently.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah. It's super good that we talk about all the dragons right now because when I'm
glad I made that mistake.
It's super good. I love it. You moron.
You're going to be like, no gold dragons, you stupid cunts.
Yeah, because I read about all the history of dragons. I was like, okay, we just talk about colored dragons, but it's all about all the dragons. So, okay.
It's racist, dude. It's fucking racist.
It's fucking yeah. I thought about that too. And it's also cool that we have the whole topic about dragons and that is done. So we don't have to come back to dragons again. No, I mean, we can talk about dragons again if we want to.
I'm just not aware of the restrictions we impose on ourselves. I'm oblivious.
Idiot.
Guilty as charged.
I love also the pseudo and the fairy dragons, the smaller ones.
Oh, yeah, dude. Man. I wanted to mention that because when you mentioned the bearded dragon, I was going to say if we're going for dragon-kin stuff, just dragon-related D&D monsters, dude, I love the fucking fairy dragon. Yeah, and I love so badass.
And I love the pseudo dragon.
The pseudo dragon, both of them.
With
the little scorpion tail.
Yeah.
So second edition has there's two kind of sub-dragons. And the fairy dragon is this cute little one with like a curly tail. It's like a fairy dragon. And then there's like the pseudo-dragon, which is red and has a scorpion tail.
Yeah.
And I love using them in games. I can't believe I haven't thrown them into our campaign that we've been playing for 3 years because I fucking love them.
Me too. I always throw them in, you know,
They're
in
so
campaigns.
cool.
I mean, the fairy dragon I didn't knew because I just have these German books and there is no fairy dragon inside. Thank you. I just figured out from you.
When I gave you the monster manual.
Yes. And you
a couple
also,
episodes back.
Yes. And you told me about also, I think before. And the pseudo dragon in English and German. And I love this one and also the abilities they give. The pseudo dragon.
Is the German pronunciation of pseudo?
You are a pseudo punk. You know, like pseudo punk. You wanna be punk, you know, like fucking pseudo punk.
Hey, fuck you.
Like me.
No. We're real punks, dude. We're real punks.
I want to be a real punk.
We're real punks. We fight the power.
Whatever. But
Pseudo middle class.
But pseudo dragons can give you like the powers, you know, like of magic resistance. Mm-hmm. And I think that's it. What they can give you, and I think both of them are neutral, right?
Yeah. They're like kind of little forest creatures that just they're really this representation of like the dragon image and the dragon species in the fairy realm. So they're like, and you can imagine them in forest, but that's why they remind me of real life lizards, like the bearded dragon and the gliding lizards, because they're
because
they're
of the size.
Because they're little teeny lizard things, but they're dragons.
And I have that picture just because it's for a pseudo dragon that I gave a player from a campaign I played when I was like 20, not 20, when I started to live in Berlin, like 2007 or 2010 when we played D&D here. And one of the players there, she played, I don't know what she played, I think she played a ranger.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she played a ranger or a druid, and she got a pseudo.
Chicks love rangers, dude.
And she got a pseudo dragon, you know, and that was this one, you know. So yeah, just.
That's cool, man.
Maybe you can see it. I hope you can see it. Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. So that's the picture. And pseudo dragons are super awesome. And fairy dragons also.
Yeah.
And there were dragon turtles also.
Dragon turtles.
Man, wow. I love turtles so much. My favorite animals, by the way.
Yeah.
And dragon turtles were fucking amazing.
I have had some fun encounters when in my teenage years of Dungeons & Dragons, the formative years of both development and D&D, that we had some great dragon turtle. I loved that so much. I threw that in my campaign pretty frequently, and there was really creative ways that players can kill those fuckers too. You know?
Okay.
Because because it's a giant thing, you can go behind it, you can get under the shell, you can try and jump in its mouth, and
right.
That's what they did.
From inside,
you know,
like Moby Dick or something, and not Moby Dick, like this other fairy tale where
Pinocchio.
Yeah, it's Pinocchio, right? Yeah.
Or the Bible.
It's a Bible. Yeah. All these this Leviathan thing, you know, like the Leviathan. They're again the Leviathan, you know, like and getting eaten by the Leviathan, you know.
Yeah, this idea that when you go into the stomach of it, but doesn't mean like both with fairy dragons and dragon turtles, they kind of combine other monsters with dragonoid features and then make it. I love that brilliant fucking blend.
It's so easy, good, you know, like just a mixture of two animals or just a fable and a real animal. So that's so cool.
And speaking of turtles and dragons, I'm gonna leave a little cliffhanger there because I think I will connect those two things in a different way with a question I'm gonna ask you after the break. It's break time. And we're back. Hey. I hope you enjoyed whatever graphic Michael put in there because it's always hilarious, I think.
Something with pussies and a dragon.
Cats.
Yeah. I went to pee this time.
Oh, that's what you did on the break?
Yeah.
I while you were peeing, I talked to myself because the camera was on.
Yeah, but that's what you always do.
No. When the camera's not on, like we just started doing video podcasts, which I love. And it's really funny.
I know you talk to me, but I'm not here. So you talk to yourself.
Are you Felix?
No.
That's a callback and it doesn't make any sense to anybody. Okay, so...
Is the door closed?
Is it?
Yeah, it's closed.
No, you can just hear people in the hallway.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Cool. Cheers.
Cheers, Helmet.
Yeah, it's my last beer in my bag, but I think you have a cover up.
We got beer.
Yeah.
So after the break, we do our word of the fucking day.
German word.
So what is our word today again?
Dragonlance.
Oh yeah, Dragonlance.
Dragonlance. And people, maybe you know Dragonlance because that's a really, really cool book series from the second edition.
It's a fucking campaign setting.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's all
The books are named.
Give me the
Another thing I didn't bring. I didn't bring any of my dragon shit for our diorama, dude.
Give me the book in the back of you. That's a Dragonlance art book.
Oh.
And I have that
hurt my
also.
back to twist like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have that also since I'm 16 or something. It's an old Dragonlance book, and yeah, Dragonlance. It's our word for today. And here is a black dragon spitting acid.
Yeah, I mean, that's rad, dude. I mean, Dragonlance, of course, like They wanted to put the dragon in Dungeons and Dragons, and they started cranking out pre-made fantasy campaign worlds. And they had Greyhawk, I think, was the earliest that Gary Gygax himself created. And then they're like, let's do some more. Yeah. And then they're like, let's dragon it up. And that's what they did. Yeah. And Forgotten Realms has kind of become the main one.
Yeah, Forgotten Realms is like the Hobbit world, kind of. Oh, I see.
No, it's way more high fantasy, dude.
Like, way more, yeah, dude, true. Yeah, I know it's true, but like
Hobbit world, the Middle Earth does not have fucking just a bunch of orcs and dragonoids hanging out the tavern.
No, but I mean how the continents are set up, like the real
map.
Like the map, like the real world kind of, I mean Dragonlance is the same kind of.
Yeah, Dragonlance also is
that's right.
continent-y.
Yeah, but Dragonlance, to bring it back, Dragonlance in German is Dragonlance to make the English. Drachenlance, really
reversed
easy.
our roles.
Yeah, again, once we did that also once before, but whatever. But Drachenlance, yeah, right, because dragon is Drache or in plural in German Drachen.
Yeah.
So and Lanze it's land.
But let me see this.
Is this really easy?
Is this that totally looked like I was sucking your dick? Is this dragon? Oh, this has but this is in German. No, this is okay. It's the English one.
It's the English one.
So do the German Dragonlance are they spelled Drachenlanze?
Lanze with Z. With Z. Lanze.
Oh, okay. So, but the German Dragonlance publications they say Drachenlanze.
Yeah.
It's
actually. Drachenlanze Saga.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice, dude.
Yeah. I thought you can do
rad.
it. Oh, yeah. I can put it there. It's a really nice book, and I also love all this Tracy Hickman and story, but also the art from Elmore.
Yeah, the Dragonlance art is
we
really
talk
cool.
about art in the other episode.
Yeah.
So,
we will not talk about it today. It's not on topic.
We talk about dragon. and as I was on toilet, I looked into my phone.
As I was on toilet, I looked into my phone.
Is that the wrong term to say it in English?
Sometimes the German, it's just funny.
how you will say
when I was on toilet, I looked into my phone.
Teach me English, please. I teach you guys German now, so please teach me English.
When I was making sport, I made party.
Let me know how you can say it real. How is it right to say it?
I don't know. How do you say that? Tell us in the comments below. How do you say it?
Fuck you. Whatever. I was on toilet. I looked onto my phone and figured out the name of the dragon on the Marvel comics. In the Marvel comics is Fing Fang Foom.
What?
Fing Fang Foom.
Lockheed, like from X-Men?
No. It's an own character.
Oh, okay.
It was, I think, started in the 80s or something. It's a really, really old character from the Marvel universe. And the name of this character is Fing Fang Foom.
Okay.
So it's a green dragon, looks like an Asian golden dragon.
Okay.
From like a snake dragon, but in green. And I don't know any story about this character, but I know how he's looking, and I know the name Fing Fang Foom. So it's so funny.
All right.
So, and there's another dragon in the comics, So, and I'm really curious about why you don't know Savage Dragon, because it's a really.
It's a comics guy, man.
Yeah,
I just am into X-Men. I'm really into X-Men, and then
and
not much
all the
else.
other stuff are me. Okay,
Yeah.
I see.
I had like a little bit of Spawn, a little bit of
Spawn
all the other
favorite.
X stuff. I like Spider-Man, but like I just. didn't like collect a lot of comics, you know.
Yeah, okay.
Right now I'm rereading. I just got the omnibus of Wolverine. So I've been reading. Instead of doing any research at all for this fucking Dragon podcast, I've been reading Wolverine before bed. But it's the first issues of the Wolverine series to get myself super stoked for Wolverine and Deadpool.
Yeah. End of July. Can we do it? To the premiere? Are you back?
We discussed that later if I'm back from the U.S. It's time to watch the premiere together, but I'd love it if we would.
Yeah.
I hope we get to watch it together. I think maybe we can pull it off. We'll discuss the dates later, but dude.
Yeah, because Laura also want to watch it for sure. And I said to her, you can join, my wife. But I said also, she said also, I don't want to crash like Jake and yours fun. You know, I said, you will not, but it's a Jake and me thing. But I would also go a second time with you. So, you know,
I don't want to, interrupt you guys licking each other's buttholes in the movie theater, you know?
Yeah. Or suck each other's dragons.
Dude, I just love Wolverine and Deadpool so much, and
Both are so cool. I love Wolverine. Deadpool is not my favorite.
I read Deadpool. I read all of the first Deadpools earlier this year.
Never read.
And
Deadpool.
I got the omnibus of Deadpool.
Oh, cool.
And then last time I was in Modern Graphics, I picked up the
Modern Graphics. It's a cool comic shop in Berlin.
And I picked up on the omnibus of all the first Wolverines. So now I got myself all primed with reading first all the earliest Deadpool comics from the 90s and stuff, and 80s, and then also the first Wolverines from the 80s.
Do you know that I have this big, nice comic from Wolverine at home? This art coffee table first issue from Michael Bendit, or no, what's his name? Michael even Bendit is the author, the guy who written that comic, and I think he is also he painted it also.
No clue who you're fucking talking about, dude.
It's super cool. It's It's a Weapon X.
Weapon X, yeah.
Weapon X, the comic. Mm-hmm. So it's a really, really cool issue I have there at home. You know, like cool, an art issue. You know, like the thing where it's raped in. It's like a poster.
It's raped in.
Whipped in. Oh God,
what are you doing with your comics?
No,
homie?
I mean it's like.
Are they consenting to you reading them?
You man, my English. It's like inside. It's like inside of a poster. You know, you can put it out and then like this thing where it's in the comic. It's like a poster. It's like eine Schutzhülle.
Yeah,
it's like
okay.
a thing. You know? It's like a thing where it's in.
Protective.
Advice. Yeah. Something.
Yeah,
like
man.
That. So.
Well, that's cool.
Whatever. I gotta show you.
I hope we get to see the movie together.
Yeah.
By the time, actually, when this is when we're launching this podcast, we're recording really early because I'm going to the U.S. for some vacation
June,
time.
And we're gonna,
So by the time this airs, Deadpool and Wolverine will have just come out.
Oh yeah.
Like this is airing a few days after that movie.
True.
So stay tuned for our August episode to see if Jake and Flo watch the movie together, or if he had to go watch it with his wife.
Oh gosh, that would be so boring. Now,
kidding. Oh,
love your
She doesn't listen to this podcast. Jesus Christ.
Not.
She doesn't. Okay, great. We're safe.
Maybe she will once. Well, then it's fucking history.
It'll be like 10 years later. It's like, I listened to that podcast from 2024.
But maybe some friends of me or her gonna listen to that, and then Flo is really, really bad.
They'll text her like, hey, Laura, you should really listen to the latest podcast. Flo said something. You know, you should really.
It's not cool. Talking about X-Men. But we talk about dragons.
On the topic of movies and dragons, I'm going to tie it together in that way.
Nice.
I want to ask you another question. What are your top 3 favorite... What are your top 3 favorite... I'm sorry, I put you to sleep with my boring voice. What are your top 3 favorite stories that have dragons? Yep.
Nice.
Yeah,
top 3.
Because there's so many stories. Because so many dragon stories with that throughout human history, as we mentioned. Like it's been in mythology, it's been in books. It's the icon of the most popular role-playing game ever made in human history. What's your favorite?
It's crazy question. There are 2 immediately in my head, but the second.
You want me to go first, or? Think about it, but then my answers might influence you.
Maybe.
So maybe you go. Yeah. That's how that works.
I mean, for sure it will be Dragonlance inside of that. You know, like because I love the Dragonlance thing, and that has dragons.
It doesn't have to be D&D related.
I know. I know what you mean, but I didn't read so many things with dragons inside. I think. But this one for sure, Dragonlance. I really love the series. I love this ongoing campaign thing. So it's on third. Second, I have to think about. And first, it's for sure The Hobbit.
Ah, okay, Smaug.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it must be Smaug.
Smaug is like, the iconic red
The second
dragon.
one is the Bible.
The Bible. I fucking love it. Dude, yeah, the fucking seven-headed beast in the book of Revelations. That motherfucker's a real badass.
I'm not sure about the second
Apparently,
one.
we're going to meet him in like 2 years or something. I don't know. He's going to come out and...
You're gonna die 2 years?
No, I think
Oh, no.
the apocalypse is happening.
I'm sorry, yeah, maybe that.
So he'll pop out of the ocean, and there'll be like also a goat monster or whatever the fuck is in there. And we'll get to meet all those guys, all those crazy fantasy characters from the Bible.
I mean,
we're
I
meeting them.
think all of the time, and it's not a dragon, but still, I remember. Maybe I remember that wrong, but is Dracula call himself the dragon once or something in the book?
Like Dracul.
Yeah.
I think there's like a relationship between. He's like,
Draken, Dracula, blah blah blah. So I think,
but he's like a vampire.
he's a
Dracula's a fucking vampire.
He's like
Flo.
a vampire. He's like Dracula is like a vampire.
He's like Dracula's like
a vampire.
a vampire,
He's kind
Flo.
of a dragon.
You know, he's not a dragon. He's a vampire.
Is he? Or is he a dragon?
I don't know.
In the comments, let us
Can
know.
you tell me in the comments below if Dracula is like... Okay, what did we...
Yeah. So second book, Dracula. First one.
Well, I don't use that doesn't count. Doesn't fucking count. No way. Fucking no way. Nuh-uh. Dracula doesn't count as a fucking dragon at all. Bullshit. No. Disqualified from the game.
God damn it! I go home.
Bye bye. Please don't leave. I need you here for this.
Yeah, I'm still here. you
Oh,
know.
thank goodness, Jesus Christ.
I mean, if
You
I'm
really
here or
scared
not,
me.
you know, like it's just there in your head, in your hair.
This is Flo.
Okay, what's your?
You don't have the number 2 for me?
I don't. No, I don't have any other. I think I never read a
Top
book
of the
with
head.
dragons.
Top of the head.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about books. I'm talking about movies.
Ach so.
Mythology.
So.
Any story.
Okay.
Any story.
Okay. Then it's like
something you drew when you were a little kid.
Okay,
that's your
whatever.
Own
Okay,
creation, whatever.
then
Your top favorite dragon.
Okay, then it's Dragonland still on third. On second, maybe like this. What's the name? It's a really shitty movie, but I think it's also fun. It's this
Really shitty movie.
fire. This
The Net with Sandra Bullock. 90s. Okay, what?
no, these movies. A movie about dragons, but it's placed in the future, kind of, with Christian Bale. Die Herrschaft des Feuers.
Dude, I feel like if you don't know the name of this, that it's not your favorite.
I know it. I know it in German. The name. It's
What's the German name?
Die Herrschaft des Feuers.
The Herrschaft des Fires.
Die Herrschaft des Feuers. I'm
The
gonna
Lord of Fire?
wait. I'm gonna Google it.
The
Herrschaft des
Lordship
Feuers.
of Fire?
The
Fire Lords?
Yeah.
The Herrschaft. What is Herrschaft? Herrschaft
Feuers.
would be like the shaft of your hair. No.
So die Herrschaft des Feuers.
The Lord
I
of
mean,
Fire.
I mean, I like Dragonheart.
The Lordship of Fire.
Here's it in Spanish, but
So
I
that's the
can't.
earphone's not the one recording this.
No,
isn't
no,
it?
yeah,
I don't get the privilege of just looking shit up.
Yeah.
I have to pull this shit out of my head. Analog style, 90s style. I'm buying you time right now by just saying a bunch of words, and now I'm out of words, so I'm just gonna move on.
Maybe.
What's your number 3? Oh no, dude!
No, we have to wait a
Don't
little
bore
bit.
these people with your dead air.
Why not?
Because they'll turn off the fucking podcast and say
The
"You liked it until then."
Reigen of Fire.
Oh, the Rain of Fire.
The Rain of Fire. The
Rain, the Lord, Herrschaft. Okay.
Yeah.
Herrschaft is a
Yeah.
rain. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
So
Herrschaft, German word, bonus
It
for
was
you.
Christian Bale, Matthew McConaughey. I love them both a lot.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, super
Is that
cool.
like Sean Connery and Matthew McConaughey's like,
You don't know Matthew McConaughey?
all right. No, but you said McConaughey. So you said Matthew McConaughey. It sounded
Connery.
like you were combining Matthew
Today you are
McConaughey
really, really fuck up, man. Just because I'm a fucking English, fuck you.
No, it's a
fucking racist.
That wasn't a language thing. That was a slurred drunken word. That was a slurred drunken word.
Okay.
Totally different.
Okay. But yeah, I love the rain of fire. You say rain like rain, like the Regen.
Like rain, yeah, Reagan, yeah.
Regen, okay.
It's a
Rain of fire.
homophone.
I think I just watched it 1 or 2 times, but I have it still in memory since it's a cool action movie, you know.
Okay.
So
I've never heard of it, dude.
No.
No. But it's got dragons
Yeah, for sure.
and Christian Bale
Christian Bale and Matthew
and
McConaughey.
Sean McConaughey.
No, not Sean McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey. Or however you pronounce it.
All right.
That's my impression of Sean McConaughey.
It's Dragonlance. It's a Rain of Fire.
I am the
and-
last one. All
and
right.
The fucking Hobbit. So that's it. Okay, it's your turn, and I'm out. Thanks, guys.
Dragonlance is number 3?
Yes.
Okay, but which Dragonlance?
Okay. Now Dragonlance is number 2. Reign of Fire is number 3.
I was hoping you'd say that. Jesus Christ, dude, come on. You like fucking some...
Yeah.
fucking-
Okay, now to be honest, fuck off Reign of Fire. It's Dragonheart.
Oh, Dragonheart with Sean McConaughey.
Yeah. It's, no,
I don't...
where's the real one? It's Dragonheart, even if he is a fucking racist and a fucking white guy, but rest in peace.
Is he?
I think so. He was like... I'm
Well,
not
he
sure.
was a wife beater or something like that. I
Yeah,
don't know.
something like
I mean, he was
that.
a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, but okay, it's Dragonheart. I'm not sure about the third one. So it's Dragonheart.
I also like Dragonheart
Yeah.
despite not liking Sean McConaughey.
Dragonlance.
so
I should mention issue of Dragonlance or what? It's just
Like
the
the-
whole
the-
thing, you know.
Like
I
which
just-
book, which series, which thing, which adventure module, which...
So no. The novels.
whole-
The novels.
Which one?
Oh, come on, that's.
Autumn Twilight? Winter, whatever the fuck it was? What is it?
It's too long ago. I can't remember, man.
Okay,
I'm
well
not
then we'll just
sure.
keep it at that. It's fine. I won't bust your balls any further.
But I think, but I think it maybe was the second series, you know, like not the first, like not the intro series.
The first trilogy?
Yeah, not the first. Maybe it was like.
I
the
still didn't
fourth.
read the third one. I'm kind of slowly every couple. I haven't read the third one of the first trilogy.
I really liked it when the real dragon was going on. So
Okay, they go back to the actual Dragon War.
Yeah.
Oh, nice,
so that's really cool.
I love the cartoon, the animated version though with Lucy Lawless, dude.
Uh-huh.
You know, Xena Warrior Princess.
Yeah, nice.
Doing the voice, that's so badass. But unfortunately, Dragonlance didn't make my list, which now this is why I
And
I
the
don't want
Hobbit,
it to
yeah.
influence.
But the Hobbit is always on
Hobbit is on top.
top. Always on
dude.
top. So, okay, you're sweet.
Hobbit is in mine,
Yeah, for sure.
and you know it's my favorite fucking book ever, and I've read it more than any other book, more than twice the amount of times as any other book I've ever read. But it's still just number 2.
Okay.
Because my number 3 is so when I was a kid, I was really into Greek mythology, dude. I still fucking love it. I love the idea of dragons in mythology again because of this. When you're a kid and just taking them as they are, they're just badass stories. And then when you get older and you kind of study them from a psychological point of view, you get to see like what they mean and stuff. Like what are the images really saying about what the people in the society were thinking, all that bullshit. But the thing is, I got into Viking mythology much later in life, like in my 20s, and I love this idea of the dragon that eats the world at the end of the world. You know, that is bad. That's like the apocalypse from the Bible, but old. You know, it's just like this idea that the end of everything will come because of a dragon. The dragon is the symbol of the fucking end of everything, right?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I had to make my cut because I wanted to put it there, but I was always into Greek mythology. I have this struggle actually, like with my own kind of tarot work and stuff, and I'm like, which deities will I put on the altar and stuff? Is like, I love Viking mythology and Norse mythology.
Because he's a Nazi. No, it's a shame.
Fuck you! I will not buy a crocodile.
Not today.
Fuck you.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
It's a shame that the fucking Nazis use all these Viking
Also, yeah, fuck you for
rules.
that.
What,
Like,
you know,
fuck you for like 3 reasons for saying that.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I just had
first
to-
off for insulting me, but also for insulting the fact, you
it's
know.
just because you insulted me before, so I
No, I
have to
know.
insult
That's
you.
how
You know,
we do.
like,
That's
just
how
like
it's part of the. It's
back
part of
and
our
forth.
shtick.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah.
But also, but I don't even care if you insult me, but dude, come on, like,
for sure.
More fuck you for insulting the
nice
Norse
runes
people
and
who are
blah, blah,
badass
yeah, for
and
sure.
not
Yeah, for sure.
Nazis.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying?
All the Nazis stealing everything from everybody.
Yeah, the Nazis like co-opt
even
the
swastika, like
the swastikas from fucking India or whatever the fuck. So like
they just turn it around,
Yeah, Norse mythology is badass, and I do love. I've met a lot of good people in my life who are like with Asatru and stuff, and like part of this Norse mythology
that brings
stuff.
me back.
But they're like really, it's a struggle for some of these guys to have to have this culture. And then the Nazis like always are trying to kind of infiltrate it, and they always kind of have to like work to keep them out.
I mean, for sure,
You know
in Scandinavia and Sweden and Denmark and so for sure, there are still super high right wing people there. Like even in the political.
Yeah, they sure are getting elected.
There was so many cool people there, and like this Vikings thing brings me back to the mythology of dragons and. Like as I mentioned before the break, that the Asians thought it came out of the water, and in the Western it was more like about like maybe they found like bones from dinosaurs, but the Swedes, they had it really like even before them. And no one really knows where they got the mythology of dragons from,
Well, don't they have the Lapland? Maybe it was like. Because the people from Mongolia like migrated along the very northern border of Siberia, and maybe they brought the myths with them or something.
Could be, but historical people can't really explain how they got the idea of dragons and that they look like they look there. Like Western dragons.
It's in everybody's head. That's what I'm saying. Like no matter where you're from, like it's no matter what group of people.
They even had the dragon boats.
The dragon ships, dude. The Viking dragon ships. That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
They intentionally made it to look like we're about to fucking murder and destroy the shit out of you.
But which book is it? What you talk about?
My favorite?
Yeah.
Is
no. There's a third one. Was like
my number 3.
Yeah.
Again, I wanted it to be. I struggled with it because I'd love. Again, in my later life, in the last 20 years of life, I've loved Norse mythology, but I grew up and a much bigger part of me is attached to Greek mythology. Mm-hmm. I love Greek mythology, and there's this myth, Jason and the Golden Fleece.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
Very, very one of the better known Greek myths about this dude, and at the end he fights a dragon, and there was a old movie about it, Jason the Argonauts, and he. Fights this dragon at the end, and what's the guy's name? Ray Harryhausen. What's the fucking guy's name?
Ray Hepburn.
That's like Katharine Hepburn's son. But like, no, Ray Harryhausen. I think it's Ray Harryhausen. Dude, do you know Ray Harryhausen?
No.
Holy fuck, dude! As a man who is an artist who loves to paint minis, I gotta tell you,
Ray Harryhausen.
We have to watch it. We have to watch it because it's from the 50s and stuff, I think. But like, it's got this old school graphics, which is all animatronic shit.
Yeah.
Kind of style. It's like it's claymation kind of.
Nice.
But
stop motion.
It's like stop motion models.
Nice.
But it's like for its day and age, it was like very, very
well made.
advanced.
Okay.
It was like the pioneer.
Maybe.
But it was like models like this dude, and just being all like with a green screened onto with some actors and being all. Brah, brah.
Did he make the movies like the Argonaut things and all that? Or what? Or?
I think he was involved in Clash of the Titans.
Nice. Okay, yeah. Okay, then I know his
and
work.
Seventh Voyage of Sinbad.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Seventh Voyage of Sinbad was actually my favorite movie of his.
Super cool. The skeleton.
Yeah,
warriors,
the skeleton.
Super cool. Then I know his work. So.
But oh, you know this guy,
Yeah, then I know his work for sure. So I didn't mention the name sounded familiar. Okay, then I know him.
See what I'm talking about with these like stop motion guys being
super cool.
But in Jason the Argonauts, he fights at the end, and I love in the original Greek myth from like thousands of years ago.
But is it a book or is it?
It's a myth. It's a Greek myth.
It's just a myth where you talk about now. So that's.
I learned about it from a book.
Cool.
I learned about it from a book when I was a kid. I love this Greek mythology book.
Yeah.
But he takes, I think, the teeth of King Cadmus or I forget the exact details. he throws the teeth of the dragon, and then they all each tooth turns into a artificial warrior guy, and they used to kill all of them and stuff.
Okay.
But the dragon is like guarding the golden fleece, and I just remember these images, this art from the books when I was a kid, and it's like all the Greek myths are cool. I love so many of them. I mean, you got fucking Medusa, you know, you've got like the Kronos and the Titans and stuff, and it's all badass. But for some reason, because it's a fucking dragon, the imagery and the art that really sticks out is this fucking dude trying to get the golden fleece, the treasure that's being guarded by a dragon. It's this archetype of like this civilization versus chaos thing, you know?
Nice. Yeah.
So that's my number 3 because that one just has been with me for such a long time in my life. You know?
And I knew that you will come up with a classic, you know, because you are like the lyric guy between us, you know. I read so many trash novels and blah, blah, and I love all these trash sci-fi novels and blah, and fantasy, and you read so many classics. I don't, you know. I read some classics, but some of them are too boring for me.
But Greek mythology, dude, is
so
like,
cool. Yeah,
I just love it. And
my HD always keep me up from reading so much novels. It's like,
just put on a YouTube video and put on 3 times speed.
Yeah, Okay,
he's getting a fleece. Number 2 is Smaug.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, makes sense.
We've discussed my love of The Hobbit extensively on other episodes, so that's an easy one we'll just brush over.
Yeah, that's cool.
I love fucking Smaug. Again, I love The Hobbit.
Yeah, The Hobbit is such a great book, and I want to read it again. And maybe I take that also with me to my sabbatical this year because it's just a nice book and it's small. You can take it with you.
Yeah, it's a great vacation book.
So it's a cool
Hobbit's
book,
a great vacation book.
Super nice to read.
And also Tolkien, you know, got a lot of his ideas were very influenced by Viking stuff. You know,
Sure.
so like
Yeah, for sure. From Second World War stuff.
yeah, it's
Shamefully.
like Vikings and First World War actually. First World War.
What if? Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
The Battle of the
makes sense.
Somme and
Yeah,
all
for sure.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
so-
Yeah, that must be First War.
Yeah. Back when it was a regular war instead of just the insane shit.
Madness of one person.
Yeah.
I mean, there was also one person. No,
Well, Kaiser Wilhelm II was one motherfucker. But
Kaiser Wilhelm.
he wasn't like, you know,
Yeah.
we can just be like, Kaiser Wilhelm, you know. But
He was a romantic.
But
Oh no, he
that old
was
son
not.
of a bitch, you know. With Hitler, you're not like Hitler is.
Adolf.
I don't know. We can't really
I-
speak lightly about him.
There must be right now on Netflix a really good documentary about Adolf Hitler and all its madness and blah blah. So people recommend that to me.
A meth addicted, mentally disabled fucker. You know what can go wrong? But like so,
Vegetarian and artist.
a failed vegetarian artist.
So weird.
Don't judge me because I'm like Hitler in that way.
It's such a 90s thing to say. So okay.
Number one.
Number one. We hate Nazis and Hitler, by the way.
We do.
We
and
do,
Again,
yeah,
if you're gonna
If his mohawk is not thin enough,
if you're gonna vote for Donald Trump, buy a crocodile for a pet.
that's so good. We should keep that, you know. It's so good.
We strongly encourage this.
Yeah. Number one.
My number one favorite dragon. Okay, does this little riff mean anything to you, homie? Do do do. Do 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 do.
Yeah, it's a song.
Do 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 do. Rhymes that keep their secrets. There upon the clouds. There upon the rainbow is the answer to a never-ending story.
Oh, dude, that you bring up the never-ending story, of course. Falkor. Nice. Michael Ende.
Yeah, and Michel Ende is a German dude.
Oh, dude, I totally forgot about...
A German dragon.
Michael Ende.
Yeah.
Falkor.
Falkor.
In German, Falkor.
Falkor?
Falkor. You can't...
Falkor?
Falkor.
Meet the fuckers?
Falkor.
Falkor.
Nein, Falkor.
Falkor.
Nein, Falkor.
Falkor? I It's all I'm hearing is fucking horse. Because I want to.
Oh God, never ending story.
Never ending story, dude.
What was this singer or artist again?
Limahl.
Oh God.
Limahl is the name of the guy who does it. I wouldn't infringe on copyright just by. Anyway,
and now we sing again, together every song once in a while. Michael Jackson together,
We did
in another episode. That was embarrassing. And now you could watch us.
Michael Ende is greater than Michael Jackson. Let's face it.
But that's a good one. That's a good. I
Wait,
totally
who's the
forgot.
better? Top 3 Michaels. Michael, our sound editor, Michael Jackson, or Michael Ende. No, just kidding. I don't care. But like
The first one.
clearly, Michael, our editor, is the best out of the 3.
No question.
I mean that sincerely, Michael. I do.
Yeah.
No, I don't know though. Michael Ende.
Michael
Jackson's clearly the least of the 3.
Yeah, for sure. And then Michael the Wizard, our editor. And
Yeah, but Michael Ende, who wrote Never Ending Story.
I don't know. Maybe Michael Ende has something.
Do you think he got hashtag Me Too that we don't know about?
Yeah, maybe some Nazi shit or something.
What?
I don't know.
Dude, I'm sorry. You just made me fucking kick the mic.
Oh yeah, Red Dragon there.
Red fucking spiked it.
I'm not sure.
Don't you ever tell me that the author of the Never-Ending Story is related to any fast bullshit? Because I don't believe
Into the comments. Michael Ende.
Don't ruin my childhood.
And even he's not a Michael, he's a Michael.
The thing is, I loved Thriller growing up, but when we found out Michael Jackson was a perv, I was like, "Fuck it, I don't love that enough that it ruins this for me." Sure, whatever. But Michael Ende, dude, Never-Ending Story,
So
it's
good,
so rad.
so good.
I would hate it.
Thank you
learned
for that,
man was-
dude. Man, thank you. Fachur, it's such a great white dragon in the Asian style, kind of, or like a cloud dragon, which is actually a thing, also, like
It looks like a dog.
Yeah, it looks like, oh, you're so sweet,
Like
man.
an Asian
It's
dragon dog guy.
Well, it's such a long time ago that I watched that movie. Like as a kid, I loved that movie so much, and come on.
But that's the thing. That's why I put it as my number one.
Atreyu,
This is why I put it as number 1 is because I'm thinking about dragons that
I
have
totally don't
influenced
thought
my
about like
life,
this with a dragon,
I'm not talking about like that's why, like I said, with the dragon who eats the world at the end of Viking mythology, I'm like, I like that. I still don't even know his fucking name because it's just not something that I remember because I got into it later. I'm like, what is like when I got into Dungeons and Dragons, what is it that like what were my favorite dragons like at that time or before then? Like what was going on? Why do I love dragons like as a kid? When you're a kid, you love dinosaurs, Yeah. You love and then
you love Godzilla maybe,
Godzilla, and they're dragon like things, and then you like grow up with dragon stories, and then maybe when you're adult, then you're still into that, and you look into them, and you learn more about like what those stories are about in a deeper
and then you
way.
love snakes and making snakes tattoos around your
buy a
arms.
fucking snake, and you buy a fucking Komodo dragon, and,
and a crocodile, and then you get eaten by that because you vote for Donald Trump. Yeah, cool. Fuck you.
But when I was like the Neverending Story, for us in the
So good.
if you grew up in the U.S. in the 80s, the Neverending Story was like is a part of your life forever, and
It's
this
so interesting
Falkor
because
thing,
that's a German thing.
yeah,
That's so
for sure,
interesting.
dude.
So.
And I went to Bavaria Studios,
Nice.
like a few years ago as an adult, and in Germany where they filmed part of the Neverending Story, and they have the original
the
Falkor.
Rock Eater.
Yeah, they didn't have him. He probably cannibalized himself in old age. You can imagine him at the old folks' home. It's like they look like big strong hands, don't they? Oh, they're yummy.
Do you like the first or the second movie more?
The second, of course, the first. Dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like the second, I like because the second Neverending Story movie and the first one were the book.
Yeah.
But they split it into 2 movies,
Yeah.
but they didn't expect to make the second movie. But I love this whole thing with the witch lady seducing the young boy, though. Of course,
Yeah.
we all love that.
Yeah.
That was a great part of the book for me.
But Fachur, man.
But dude, Falcon, the idea of like this kid and riding the dragon and like through the sky, like and it also
Beautiful.
takes this
Just beautiful.
psychological thing of like the freedom of You know, the subconscious.
And that's what you feel as a kid when you watch that movie. I never read the book.
Oh, dude.
No, I want to.
Highly recommend.
Yeah. You have also what's it called? Do you not have this necklace?
A third nipple? Oh, no.
I don't know if you have a third nipple.
I don't. I just didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah, no, but do you have this necklace?
Yeah, I have the Orin. Yeah,
There's an Orin, you know,
necklace, the two snakes. Yeah,
and
symbol.
you always feel like as a kid. Sitting on Fachur, and riding to the sky, feeling this freedom, having this wind in the air, blah blah blah. You can totally imagine that as a kid, you watch that, and even as a grown up, whatever, it's so great, and you feel the pain when Atreus' horse died, man. Or,
that is
so horrible,
shit.
so horrible, man.
You can't discuss the never-ending story without discussing the death of Artax.
Artax.
Yeah. I don't know if that movie's good for kids because of that scene. Honestly, I'm not sure.
I have to watch it again, man.
Yeah,
really, man. Michael Ende is a great.
Dude, the book is so good.
It's not Michael Ende also the same guy who wrote Momo?
Yeah, but nobody knows what that is.
Momo?
Yeah,
what?
Americans don't know that.
Oh, what? Dude, Momo is one of the...
It's on my list of things to read.
Momo is the best book ever. Really. It's one of the best books ever.
I've heard that from Germans that is better than Never-Ending Story.
Really, man, that book. It's for example Laura's favorite book, I think. So my wife,
which again is his wife,
right? And it's like the gray man who steals time.
Okay. No, I believe it's good, but like,
and there was this big turtle. And
exactly, dude.
Yeah.
Wait, in Momo?
Yeah, in Momo's. And then no.
Never-Ending Story.
No, Never-Ending Story is a turtle, but in Momo's also a turtle.
Oh, they have a giant turtle.
And then not a giant one. I mixed that, but there's a turtle, and it's always around with her, with Momo. It's so cool.
But that's also why earlier I said I was going to tie in the idea of a turtle and a dragon, is because in the Never-Ending Story, they have the giant turtle.
What's her name again?
Morla, I think.
Morla is there.
Yeah, Morla, and
Momo is.
So Morla is like this giant turtle, and that's like a really a classic thing. Also, that's in a lot of mythology. It's in Native American mythology and stuff, and like the idea of this giant cosmic turtle. And then you have the dragon too. So I just love the way that Michael Ende in that book combines so much shit.
Cassiopeia, it's the name of the...
Continue to get off topic with the fucking Never-Ending Story?
Sorry, but Momo, it's Momo's turtle name is Cassiopeia, and Cassiopeia is a turtle of time. So
the Turtle of Time.
Dude.
Maybe that inspired Turtles in Time, the fourth installment in the Ninja Turtles side-scrolling beat 'em up.
That you never really knew Momo. That's really important.
I've heard of it.
But
after I moved to Germany,
really, really important that you read that. It's a really good.
No,
book.
I believe it, dude.
Yeah,
but you should read Never-Ending Story, homie.
Yeah. I will,
and it's badass. Like
I take that with me. I will take that with.
Take that. That's your.
I will take that
vacation
with
book.
my vacation book.
Dude, Never-Ending Story.
That's a cool man. That's a good one. Yeah, I never read it.
Top recommendation for a fucking vacation book. Never-Ending Story.
Oh, nice.
Especially if you're a person who reads books. And you grew up in the 80s with the movie.
And I want one with illustrations in it.
It's got the illustrations,
cool. So good. Nice one. Thanks, man. That's so good.
But the Falcor, but he's also got the I will just continue to speak American with that one. But he's also like he looks like a dog.
Can I open this beer?
Yeah, I'd open all the beers. I don't care.
I take Flensburg.
But this is what our podcast is all about.
Cheers.
Prost.
I think that was the last one today.
But Falcor, he looks like a dog, so it also kind of like...
He's so sweet.
It ties together like the love of a boy and his dog.
It's a cool robot,
like,
like it's a really, really cool...
it's like a friendship, and it really brings all these like this nostalgia and also these feelings of childhood and the connection with your friends and your pets.
And not dragons as an evil creature.
It's
just
more like a
kills-
gold dragon.
Yeah, it's more like a golden dragon, you know, and it's like fluffy. You can cuddle him, you know,
Yeah,
so
it's like
so
your
cool.
dog.
And but he is also so powerful, you know, like he can fly, and can protect you,
wishes,
you know.
dude.
Yeah, it's so
The wish spell, and
wow.
if you made Falcor,
the wish spell in AD&D,
That's what I'm
take
saying.
care of.
if you made Falcor into a D&D character, he could cast the wish spell,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is the most powerful spell in the game.
Yeah.
And that's like his thing.
next to the death spell, you know, like
the death word.
Yeah.
No, I think wish is more powerful than
yeah,
death
for sure.
word,
Yeah, it is
it-
because
it
that's
could
just
be
one
death
thing.
word,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Wish is whatever.
But
that's
which
why.
is, so complicated to use, you know, like, but with Fachur, you're pretty sure it's not a bad use, you know, like you have a wish and I make your wish come true.
Yeah,
but
like-
as a D&D, a dungeon master and the player make a wish, we'll see.
But do you think that if you were a dungeon master and you were playing in the Fantasia world,
No, you will
that
not fuck it up.
You would say, look, if Falcor's granting your character a wish, the player, you wouldn't be as much of a fucker about it. You know, you'd be like, all right. Yeah,
I make
give
him
you
into
nice
a
wish.
brown dog now.
I'm not gonna fuck you up, you know.
I just brought up brown because I want to talk about once about the brown dragon, because in that book it's a brown dragon. Man.
Well, much like at the end of every night when a brown dragon pops out of you, let's
that's
end
at
this
the end.
podcast with you talking about brown dragons.
Yeah, I was thinking about, like, you know, because I thought we just talk about like the colored dragons, like red one,
Racist.
red one, white one, black one, green one, blue one. So, and then I was like, is there any yellow one? Is there any purple one? Is there any blah blah blah? Other
No
colors.
representation, man.
It is in the book. There's a yellow one.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Purple one, not really, but purple one is so obvious, must be there, you know. And the
We'll have
brown
to
one,
homebrew it, homie.
and the brown one is there inside.
Yeah, it's the arid
Yeah.
dragon.
So I mean, brown is like mixed all colors together is brown, you know. so
Yeah,
so
it's a big mess.
Yeah, it's a big mess. So, and he don't have wings or something. He lives in the deserts also, like the blue ones.
Right.
And I forgot about his odom.
His odom. It smells like shit.
Yeah, it's like shit. But
Don't reference the notes. We're wrapping this up. Just move it along. Jesus Christ.
yeah, it's also some acid shit. What he brings out, acid shit.
Acid shit.
Acid shit.
I have that after a night of hot sauce and drinking.
But there was a brown dragon also. Do you know all of the odoms of the?
The odom is the breath weapon.
Yeah, no, but yeah.
I don't know.
But from the other colored one, yeah, for sure, yeah. So the white one is just to wrap it up and to
Okay,
bring
you're
it
gonna
back to
quiz me on
D&D.
this?
Yes, it's the white one.
Ice,
Ice makes sense. Blue,
lightning.
yes. Green. Oh,
That one I don't know.
Oh wow, yeah, it's complicated. It's
Complicated.
yeah, it's-
He's having a polyamorous relationship, so you know
Yeah, no,
he's
green-
having a hard time. The green dragon.
Yeah, the green
He's
one-
like, what am I supposed to do here? Like,
chlorine.
I feel like
chlorine.
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 So that's
The green dragon glaze. Okay, chlorine.
Yeah, that's
so like
weird,
when if
right?
you're in the swimming pool too long, then you've been blasted by the green dragon.
Yeah. Chlorine.
That's what I'm gonna call that. Like seriously, if I'm in the pool too long,
The pool dragon.
got blasted by the green dragon. You've been in the pool too long, huh? Hey, it's a dad joke there.
Okay, we had white, we had blue, we had green, black. We know
Black is the acid, and the
acid,
red is
fire. Yes. Yeah, and the red one is our favorite.
the red is our fourth favorite, mutually our fourth favorite monster out of Dungeons and Dragons. But I love this discussion with you about dragons, homie.
Yeah.
I'm super stoked.
Next episode, because it's still summertime, we talk about Dark Sun.
Yeah, we'll talk about desert, the desert in general. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Or like desert realms and
Okay,
like
cool. Yeah.
scorched earth and
Yeah.
what it's like to be in a fantasy realm when it is August in a world that's
Yeah,
dying from
yeah.
global warming.
yeah, and then will be September, and we're gonna talk about dungeons maybe. And
I don't
so
know
on.
what we'll talk
Yeah.
about. I don't care. Nobody cares. Fucking yeah.
Oh, dude. I think that was a nice episode. I mean, I could talk about dragons.
Just cheers me and didn't drink.
I drink?
You didn't drink.
I,
You did-
I did. You didn't realize I drink one little sip. I did.
All right. Well, That means we're drunk then. I guess we better wrap it up.
We wrap it up. So, favorite last words? You see that? Yeah, you see that?
We gotta say the thing.
The thing. Oh yeah. May you roll a natural 20. Goodbye, good night, and see you soon.